Hi everyone, Sarah here. So this is just another March 2025 newsletter. I sent the original one a couple of weeks ago, and this one is a very, very quick one, just focusing on those tax installments that are coming up. And so just to take two steps back, what are these tax installments? So just a reminder, that dreaded reality check that the government does like to collect our taxes before we need to file them, right? So in 2025, as you're earning your 2025 taxable income, the government does expect to collect the 2025 taxes, even though you're not going to file until 2026. So if this doesn't sit well with you, that's okay. This doesn't sit well with really anyone, but that is our reality. Okay, so if this is applicable to you, then please just double check, make sure you get these installments in. So do you need to care about this update? Well, if you're just earning employment income, so you're just receiving a T4 slip and really that's it, then you can probably ignore this. Your employer is likely handling this for you. So if anything, you can say thank you to them. But if you are earning employment income, you're earning that T4 slip, but you may have a side hustle, or maybe you have a lot of investment income that is taxable, then this could apply to you as well. Okay, so again, just best to double check. While if you are self-employed, so you're either a sole proprietorship or you're a corporation, then absolutely this will likely apply to you. So please double check. Now, if we've worked together in the past, you would have received a letter as part of your year-end package in terms of the estimate for 2025. So what is the estimated tax installment for 2025? So if you can dig that up and just double check if you need to pay something, if you were asked to pay something, then just getting those payments ready, because the prescribed interest rates are still just astronomically high. Gone are those days where we may have had the discussion where, okay, does it make sense to actually keep that money, invest it, grow the business, and it dinged at those low prescribed rates? Well, that is not the case anymore. We have very, very high prescribed interest rates. So the argument is almost non-existent now. We really don't have these conversations anymore. So more likely than not, yes, the recommendation will be to pay those tax installments, even though we don't want to. So whether this applies to you in terms of income taxes, so personal income taxes, you file that T1, then if you were asked to prepare installments, the first deadline is March 15th. So today is March 13th. So there's still a couple of days, but as we know, sometimes there could be delays with the processing. So best to just get that payment ready. And allow CRA to process that. Now, if you also file corporate taxes, so a T2, that is corporate income taxes, and you were asked to also prepare installments for corporate income taxes, and your year end is a December year end, then the deadline for this first tax installment will be March 31st, so this month as well. If you have another year end, so you're not at perfect December 31st, then you may have a different schedule. If you're not 100% sure what your schedule may be, then maybe just preparing a payment for this month anyways, okay? So not a bad idea just to get something in. In terms of GST, HST, so if you are required to file GST, HST, that is a sales tax, please do not confuse this with income taxes. And you are also expected to pay the installments, so you were asked, you were above that threshold, more likely than not, right? Your payment is coming up. It is driven by your year, but the schedule is kind of strange. It doesn't follow that same schedule income taxes. So if in doubt, go ahead and prepare a payment for this month as well. Okay. With that said, yes, taxes might be annoying, but the interest and penalties are just way worse. So just best to get these installment payments in. If you're not quite sure, so you're still not quite sure after all of this, and we've worked together in the past, you can always just shoot me a quick message. We can just double check what is the estimate for you, what is the amount for you. With that said, if you feel like 2025 is shaping up to be very, very different to your previous years, be it 2024 or 2023, then perhaps it's a good idea actually to have a new 2025 tax estimate. Last but not least, how do you pay the CRA? So there are many, many different ways to pay, but my go-to recommendation is typically just using your CRA My account or CRA My Business account and initiating the payment that way. Otherwise, there are different methods, of course, and you can check that out. But with that said, good luck, and hopefully this was helpful.